Hello everyone. In this video I will show you how to work with demand forecast block for the calculation model. Let's look at block of demand forecast. This block is used to estimate the change in demand between previous and next period. Total value of change in demand is calculated in the total demand table. It is calculated for each market and each product. For example, for the first market and first product, the value is 36%. Let's highlight it in yellow. To calculate orders in next quarter for each market and product, model adds forecast of changes in demand for next period to the actual number of orders in previous period from the management report. Let's see how it works. Now we will find out how to calculate orders for the next period for first market and first product. You can see the formula. Now we will go to the worksheet 52 and see how many orders we got in previous period. Here we are. You can see a table with orders from. This is number of orders that we got in previous period. For the Europe market and first product we got 1016 orders. Let's remember this number and go back to the first worksheet. To calculate number of orders in next period, we put number of orders in previous period and add the increase in demand, which is 36%. You can see that we are very close but have a little mistake. It is because the actual number of total demand change not 36 but 35.69%. We will correct this number and here we are. We find that number of orders for next period is 1379. Forecast value in the total demand table consists of forecast of changes in demand for each of the factors: backlog of orders, seasonality, assembly time, research and development, advertising prices, agent and distributors, high quality raw materials, training, management budget, ports, website development, and also manual correction. Each of the demand factors uses to calculate its individual distribution function of orders, which is configured for a specific scenario. All model settings for a specific scenario are contained on the configuration worksheet. Let's see. For example, we have direct advertising block with demand forecast, and we know that it uses settings from configuration worksheet. You can see elasticity for this factor for a scenario 17C1, and also you can see settings for all other factors on this worksheet. Let's go back In addition to the model demand for a cost, you also can specify a manual correction in the manual correction table. This value will be added to the value in the total demand table. Manual correction is used to take into account any individual characteristics of the opponents in the group, your own strategy, or personal preferences, which are not taken into account in the calculation model. According to the statistics collected by us, actual sales of products can vary by up to 20% when using exactly the same decision in different groups. So the normal deviation of the demand forecast from actual number of orders is in the corridor plus or minus 10%, because the model is configured according to the average value, but it can reach up to plus or minus 20% when using extreme decisions, or even higher. Deviation of the demand forecast from actual number of orders can be seen in deviation table after inserting management report for the same period. For example, now we calculate a decision for the first period, and we also have a management report for the same period, which is already inserted into the model. The deviation table has a switch in cell T46 with a value 0 and 1. If we put 0, then demand is calculated based on the model's own forecast for the current decision and previous management reports. We always use 0 when prepare a decision. If we put 1, then demand calculation is equal to the actual number of orders in management report for the current period. We always used 1 when would like to see a plan fact analysis or post-game analysis of the current period. The most effective way to use manual corrections of demand forecast will be a game based on ready-made management reports or in 2 or more attempts. The first step. In first game, you develop your own strategy and do not use manual demand corrections at all. The manual correction table is 0. At the end of the game, you will get all management reports and insert it into the model. Also, you will get deviation value of the model's forecast from actual number of orders in your particular case. The second step. In second game, on the same scenario, you will prepare decision for the same period. For example, we will put a deviation switch to 0. Now we are ready to prepare decision for the next period. And now you can substitute previously calculated demand deviation from the first game and deviation table into the manual correction table, and then just follow your previously chosen strategy. For example, I can put the same deviation in demand, just copy it from one table to the second table. With these corrections, demand forecast will be much more accurate and will increase your chances of success. Step 1 and step 2 should be repeated each time you play the already known strategy, already known scenario, since the process of improving your strategy should never stop. Thank you very much.